Well, I think the crisis is about more and more findings showing that a lot of research findings don't actually hold up if someone else tries to replicate the same study. And of course, in animal research, that is a particular issue because there we have an ethical problem. If results cannot be reproduced, it means that the studies have been wasting animals for inconclusive findings. And so that's why we are really trying hard to avoid poor reproducibility and replication failure. Well, the thing is that the current dogma in laboratory animal science is standardize as much as you can to be as precise as you can. But of course that misses the point because animals are variable, just like us are variable. And so if we only study a specific genotype in a specific environment, we get a very limited view of what is actually going on. So we're ignoring a lot of the biology and focus on an arbitrary interaction between a particular type of animal in a particular type of environment. And so this means that every study will have to be replicated with different animals in different environments. And with this, we're using a lot more animals than if we would include some of this variation right away when we design our experiments. The problem is that it is counterintuitive to many people and it is against current dogma. So that's why people seem to have difficulties taking this up. And often they fear that it would use a lot more animals because, you know, including more variation means you include more factors in your study design. So people think that this will need a lot more animals to do this, but that's actually not true. And what does need more animals is if we produce results that are not robust, that are not generalizable, that are not reproducible, because then we have to use many more animals to replicate these findings in order to establish scientific evidence. So including variation right from the beginning is actually an efficient reduction strategy overall. Then I think one of the problems that people have become aware of is that originally reduction really referred only to the number of animals that are used for one experiment. And of course this is based on a view that every single experiment is sufficient to answer a question definitively. But often we see that you need more evidence, you need more experiments. So every study is part of a research program. And now if we produce information or if we produce results that are more robust and that are reproducible, we will use fewer experiments and therefore fewer animals in the long term. Maybe even if we use more animals in a single experiment, it will give us so much more information that we can save animals in the future because we already have more evidence and more robust findings in the first place.